Where did Jacob bury Rachel?
Well, they are on their way to go back to Isaac when she dies, and he buries her at a place called Bethlehem Ephrathah. Now, when we hear Bethlehem, it's very famous. Like, that's a name that jumps out. But back in the ancient world, Bethlehem was like nothing. It was a shepherd's town with fields everywhere. Nobody lived there. And yet she's buried at a place right next to what's called the Watchtower of Eder. And the interesting thing about that is when you get into the prophecy of Malachi, what he says when he's talking about the coming of the Messiah is he says, "From you, O Bethlehem Ephrathah, shall come one whose goings forth are from old. He's everlasting, and the throne is going to come to this guy." So Micah in chapter 5, verse 2 says that the Messiah is going to come to this town. But if you back up to Micah 4:8, it says, "O watchtower of the flock," right? Which is where they are when it talks about Eder with the tower. When the angels at Jesus's birth come to the angels, what are they doing? They're keeping watch, right, over the flocks by night. So they're in this watchtower of Bethlehem, which is the location right where Rachel would be buried. And it's the location that Micah was talking about centuries ahead of Jesus.